Have you ever wondered why the rich keep getting richer, while the poor stay stuck? What if I told you, without even realizing it, the poor are literally funding the wealth of the rich every single day? Let's break down how you can stop unconsciously funding the rich and start building wealth for yourself. Stick around because in this video I'll show you 7 shocking ways that money flows from the poor to the rich and how to break the cycle. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification button so you never miss an insight that could change your financial future. Let's start with consumerism. Consumerism is the belief or practice that buying and owning a lot of goods and services leads to happiness, success, or status. In simple terms, it's the mindset that says, the more I buy, the better my life is. Examples of consumerism are always wanting the latest phone even if yours still works, buying clothes you don't need just to follow trends, going into debt to look rich or impress others, believing luxury equals success. In today's global economy, consumerism has become deeply embedded in everyday life, driven by relentless advertising, evolving trends, and social pressures. While spending is often portrayed as a sign of success or self-expression, unchecked consumer behavior can have serious financial consequences. This discussion explores how consumerism, when left unexamined, can quietly undermine personal financial stability, increase debt, reduce savings, and delay long-term wealth-building goals. Understanding the hidden costs of consumer culture is essential for making informed, financially sound decisions. Here are 7 ways consumerism hurts you financially. 1. It encourages spending over saving. Consumerism can encourage spending over saving through several interconnected mechanisms, such as 1. Continuous exposure to strategically crafted advertisements, particularly those tailored to an individual's preferences, can significantly influence consumer behavior. Such marketing techniques often generate artificial desires for newer or upgraded products. Over time, this persistent messaging cultivates a perceived sense of necessity, encouraging individuals to make purchases even in the absence of a genuine need. 2. Planned obsolescence. Many products are deliberately engineered with limited lifespans or designed to become outdated over time. This strategy compels consumers to replace items more frequently, thereby sustaining continuous demand and encouraging repeat purchases. As a result, individuals may struggle to maintain a robust savings plan or build substantial account balances due to ongoing and often unnecessary spending. Secondly, consumerism keeps you in a cycle of work, spend, repeat. Consumerist cultures emphasize the value of material possessions, making people believe that happiness and success are tied to owning the latest products. This mindset encourages frequent spending to attain social status or personal satisfaction. Thirdly, consumerism makes you a loyal customer to the rich instead of becoming an owner yourself. The 4th way consumerism can hurt you financially is that it traps you in a cycle. Buy, feel good, get bored, buy again. Consumerism tricks you into thinking you need more to be happy, but that happiness is short-lived. You end up working harder just to afford things that don't even satisfy you long-term. The 5th way is that consumerism destroys your financial freedom. Buying things you don't need with money you don't have to impress people you don't even like. That's how debt builds. That's how people stay broke while pretending to be rich. Consumerism also creates fake self-worth. Your value becomes tied to your phone, your clothes, your car, not your character, your ideas, or your kindness, but your stuff. It's a false identity. And lastly, it hurts the planet. Consumerism fuels overproduction. Fast fashion, electronics, plastics, all produced quickly, cheaply, and wastefully. This leads to pollution, deforestation, climate change. We're literally buying our way into environmental collapse. Consumerism makes you work hard for money and give it away fast. Poor and middle-class people often spend money to look rich. But here's the twist. The rich don't just buy brands. They own them. Every time you spend on a big brand, you're building someone else's wealth, not your own. 2. Renting homes. The 2nd way poor fund the rich is by renting homes. Most low-income earners rent, and every rent check, it goes straight into the pockets of landlords, many of whom are wealthy investors or corporations. Your money becomes their passive income. You're paying for their mortgage, their retirement, their generational wealth, not yours. While renting a home can be a practical and convenient short-term option, it's essential to recognize the potential long-term financial drawbacks. Extended periods of renting, without a clear strategy for building equity or transitioning to ownership, can hinder your ability to accumulate wealth and achieve financial independence. Understanding how renting can impact your financial well-being allows you to make more informed decisions and plan effectively for your future. Here are 6 ways long-term renting may negatively affect your financial goals. 1. You're paying someone else's mortgage. When you rent, your monthly payments go directly to your landlord, who may be using that money to pay off their mortgage and build their equity. You're helping someone else build wealth, not yourself. 2. No ownership equals no equity. Every penny you spend on rent disappears. Unlike owning a home, where your payments slowly turn into ownership, renting gives you nothing back over time. After 10 years of rent, you walk away with 0 assets. 3. Rising rent costs. Rent prices can increase every year. You have no control, and you're forced to either pay more or move, even when your income doesn't increase. Inflation eats into your income, but your landlord gets richer. 4. No tax benefits or appreciation. Homeowners can benefit from tax deductions, property value appreciation, home values increasing over time. Renters get none of that. It's pure expense with no return. 5. Lack of stability. Renting often means moving frequently, living under someone else's rules, no renovations, no pets, sudden eviction risk. This instability can affect your career planning, family growth, and long-term wealth building. 6. Missed opportunity to build generational wealth. Property is one of the easiest ways to pass down wealth. If you never own a home, you have nothing to leave behind for your children. A house isn't just a place to live, it's a foundation for legacy. Let's do a quick balance. When renting might make sense, renting isn't always bad. In some situations, it's smarter. If you're still building income or saving for a down payment, if you're moving often for work, if you're in a city with super high property costs and no stable income yet. Final insight: if you can, make a plan to own, even if it's land, a small home, or co-investment property. Start small, but start. Debt and interest. The third way to fund the rich is through debt and interest. High-interest loans, credit cards, and payday loans are traps. The poor borrow to survive, but they end up paying double over time through interest. Guess who collects that interest? Big banks and lenders, owned by the rich. They lend money. You pay rent on your own poverty. Here are quick ways debts and interest can affect your finances. 1. Debt creates a money drain. Every time you borrow money through a loan, credit card, or financing deal, you pay back more than you borrowed, thanks to interest. Instead of your money building your future, it's going to the bank. For example, say you borrow $100,000 at 20% interest, you pay $120,000 or more. That $20,000 is money lost, money that could have gone into your savings, your investments, or your dreams. So before you swipe that card or sign that loan, ask yourself, is this helping my future or stealing from it? 2. Interest keeps you in a cycle. High-interest debt, like credit cards or payday loans, keeps growing the longer you take to pay it back. This is called compound interest, and when you're in debt, it works against you. You keep paying and paying, but the debt never dies. 3. You work for debt, not wealth. Debt repayments become a monthly burden, reducing your ability to save, invest, take opportunities like starting a business or buying property. You earn money, pay debt, stay broke, borrow again, repeat. 4. Borrowing for wants, not needs. Many people go into debt for new phones, clothes, vacations, social pressure. These things lose value quickly, but the debt stays and grows. The rich buy assets with cash. The poor buy liabilities with credit. 5. Debt gives control to others. Owing money means lenders can dictate your terms. Your paycheck feels owned before it even hits your account. You live with constant pressure and stress. True freedom is when nobody is waiting to collect your money. How to escape the debt trap? Here are a few things to do in order to escape the debt trap. 1. Track what you owe and to who. 2. Pay off high-interest debts first, like credit cards. 3. Avoid borrowing for luxury or image. 4. Save for emergencies so you don't borrow under pressure. 5. Learn to delay gratification. Your future self will thank you. Final word. Debt isn't just a money problem, it's a freedom problem. The more you owe, the less control you have. Break free. Own your time, your money, your future. 4. Entertainment spending. While it's smart to always save and invest, leisure and entertainment also play a powerful role in living a healthy, balanced, and meaningful life. However, without a healthy balance between leisure spending and luxury expenses, it is easy to unknowingly divert your potential investment or savings into the hands of the rich. From lottery tickets to Netflix, football betting to luxury fashion, billions flow from everyday people into entertainment and lifestyle industries. And who owns those companies? The wealthy. You pay for the escape, they profit from your reality. The 5th reason is lack of investments, 310. Those with limited means often spend to survive, while the wealthy invest in assets, stocks, real estate businesses that appreciate over time. The poor spend, the rich invest. Assets are the difference. While some buy things, others buy freedom. Money is a tool. The rich use it to build, the poor use it to survive. 6. Employment structures. Employees put in 40+ hours a week, but the real winners? The CEOs, the shareholders, the people who own the system. You trade time for money, they trade systems for wealth. Your labor creates value, but someone else collects the reward. Let's break it down. 1. Employees trade time for money. Most people work full-time jobs, often 40 to 60 hours a week, in exchange for a fixed salary or wage. Their income is limited by the number of hours they can work, by company pay structures, by job positions or titles. You're selling your time, not building ownership. 2. Owners and shareholders earn from other people's work. Meanwhile, the CEO, the business owners, and the shareholders benefit from the labor of the entire workforce. They're not just working for money, they're making money work for them. Every product sold, every service delivered, every task completed adds value to the company, which increases profits for the owners. Shareholders make money when the company grows, even if they don't work there at all. They profit off systems, assets, and people, not just hours. 3. The wealth gap widens. In many companies, workers earn just enough to survive. CEOs and top shareholders earn millions or even billions annually, often hundreds of times more than their employees. This is why working harder doesn't always equal getting richer. Ownership is the real source of wealth. Why this matters for you? If you're only working for wages, you're helping someone else's dream grow, while your own wealth building is on pause. You don't get rich from hard work alone. You get rich from leverage, owning something that grows without you. So what's the solution? To escape the trap, start investing. Even in small amounts, own something, a side hustle, a digital product, a business, land, or stocks. Think like an owner, not just a worker. Final thought. It's not just about how hard you work, it's about who profits from your work. Influencer worship. Influencer worship is the excessive admiration, obsession, or blind devotion toward social media influencers or celebrities, often to the point where their followers treat them as role models regardless of their values or behavior, prioritize their opinions over facts or personal judgment, mimic their lifestyles, purchases, and personalities. Defend them fiercely, even when they're wrong. In simple terms, it's when admiration turns into obsession, and influencers start to feel more like gods than content creators. Liking, following, buying. Celebrity culture is a money machine. Millions support rich influencers, buying their products and boosting their brand. They gain more visibility. You gain what exactly? Don't fund someone's lifestyle while you're struggling to afford yours. It's a call to wake up, to recognize that many of us are spending our hard-earned money supporting the wealthy, while we ourselves are barely surviving financially. We, Buy their merch, stream their music on repeat, pay to see them perform, follow their trends, and buy expensive products just because they endorse them. Meanwhile, they get richer, and you stay broke. A little more elucidation on the trap of celebrity worship. 1. You buy, they benefit. That $50K you spent on a celebrity perfume or sneaker drop goes straight to their bank account. That luxury lifestyle they flaunt on social media? It's often funded by your spending, multiplied by millions of others. You're a fan, but also a customer. They know it. Brands know it. 2. You imitate and go broke. You try to dress like them, drive like them, travel like them, live like them, but without their income, investments, or financial security. Trying to look rich while staying poor is financial self-destruction. Number 3. The hidden cost. You're not just buying products, you're buying into an illusion. That must-have lifestyle you're chasing comes at the cost of your savings, your future investments, your ability to build actual wealth. You're delaying your own success to finance theirs. So what should you do? Support, but don't sacrifice. It's okay to admire a celebrity, but don't go broke trying to keep up with them. Invest in yourself first. Before spending on fame and flash, ask, is this helping me grow or just feeding someone else's wallet? Be the star of your own life. Instead of chasing celebrity lifestyles, build your own version of success. Start a side hustle. Save and invest. Create, don't just consume. Why be a permanent fan when you can become the main act in your own life? They're living their dream. Are you funding it with your struggle? It's time to flip the script. Don't go broke proving you support success. Build your own. So, how do you stop funding the rich? Start by flipping the script. Spend less. Learn more. Own something. Invest consistently. Financial freedom starts with insight. If you found this helpful or learned something new today, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tap the notification bell so you never miss a future post, and be sure to share this with someone who needs to hear it. Comment below, which of these surprised you the most?